Hello, and welcome in. Happy Saturday here at the Hive Media. We are back for another edition of The Swarm. It is our pro sports episode of The Swarm. We'll be diving into the world of pro sports. We'll talk about some of the preseason NFL matchups this week. Our baseball teams are still, the Red Sox are in a little bit of a slide here. Not terrible, but they've been beaten up here the last couple series or so. But the Blue Jays are still, we got baseball still going on for our competitive teams. And as we announced earlier this week, we're debuting kind of like I wouldn't call it a new series or anything like that, but we're debuting a new part of the show where every week leading up to week 1 of the NFL season, CJ and I will be doing some sort of NFL. Like this week, we're ranking the starting quarterbacks from 1 to 32, and then we're gonna be picking our award winners on another one, or our division winners. So we think's gonna our picks. So every week we're gonna be ramping it up a little bit on the NFL side of things here. But as always, before we dive into all the fun stuff, how goes the battle, my man? How we doing today, CJ?
No complaints. You can never be really that upset when football's 2 weeks, 3 weeks away.
It's fair. It's fair.
We'll see how long that lasts for the Patriots and for me LSU. But
we'll see.
Everybody has championship aspirations before that ball kicks off, JPJ.
But yeah, I feel like your aspirations might be a bit higher for our New England Patriots than mine.
It'll start with the rankings. We'll see how happy I am.
Yep. But before we dive into that as well, I want to talk to you about our pals at W Energy. The clean energy drink. No sugars, no jitters, all clean. Whether, you're just, it's Friday, you're trying to get through that last day of work before the weekend, whether you're having a major streaming or gaming session, you're grinding away, or just to start the week on a Monday and get through it. If you need some energy, our pals at W Energy is the place to go. Clean, no extra sugars, no bad stuff for you. And if you go to their website, which is w.gg, you enter that code, The Hive, you will get 10% off of your order. So just go over to w.gg, enter the code in all one word, The Hive, and you'll get 10% off your first order. W Energy, no jitters, no sugars, just clean energy. And this episode of The Swarm is being brought to you by our pals at W Energy. So go check them out. They're a good group of people over there, and we're glad to be working with them. So go check them out, please. You will not regret it. You will not regret it. All right.
Who doesn't love a discount?
That's what I'm saying. Are we starting this thing off right with this?
Let's do it.
What is that? What we're doing?
Why not? And then we'll get into some preseason stuff after for a couple.
All right, that's fine. All right. Well, I mean, you kind of pitched the idea of doing this, which I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So why don't you we're going from 1 to 32 or 32 to 1?
What do you want to? Since I pitched the idea, you can decide this.
I mean, I feel like you got to go 32 to 1. Nobody's going to want to wait 40 minutes to hear who you think the worst quarterback is.
You want to go from like 32 to 25, and then
we can break it up and discuss if you want, like if we have differances, and we'll go I assume the banter will just kind of happen in between whatever as we go. But
we'll go 32 to 25, and then you can go.
All right.
32, and there's 3 or 4 teams that are like projected starters that haven't announced yet, just so everybody knows. Yeah. And they are my last 4, by the way. Number 32.
Are they your last 4?
The New Orleans Saints, Tyler Shuck, projected starter. Not expecting much on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say he is also my 32. He's like a 32-year-old rookie.
Yeah, so 32 for how old he is.
Yeah, that's why I ranked him there. No, but yes, he is. Yeah.
I think I don't know who.
Where did he go? Louisville.
He went to Louisville. Well, he started at Oregon, Transferred to Louisville. Didn't really play at Oregon, so probably can tell you much there.
Listen,
anyway,
if you get recruited to a school like that, you have to be a certain level of good.
Yeah, maybe 15 years ago when he was in high school.
Maybe it's true. He is 32 years old.
Yeah.
31. Are you going?
Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm just gonna say you're giving your thing. You're going first.
Oh,
every
we can
time
just go.
No,
We can just do 32. You have Shuck.
I have Shuck.
So we talked about that. 31. I have projecting still starting Anthony Richardson.
That is what I also have.
I love his running ability, but I don't know how much of a better thrower he is than I am.
He cannot play the position of quarterback. Talent, very athletic, strong, big kid. He plays through injuries a little bit. Like he does not know how to play the position of quarterback. He can throw the ball 80 yards down the field too.
He's everything you say about Drake May, but like in the absolute horrific, like worst way possible.
Yeah.
Like much worse. You're not as high on May as I am right now anyway, but he is just.
And look, he missed the majority of his rookie year 2 years ago because of injuries.
Of his college career.
Yeah. Yes. He missed in college. He missed some games last year as well. That is another factor here. And I don't know if that's unfair to judge what we've seen, considering he hasn't had full seasons yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the type of player to me with the way he plays that I don't know if he'll be able to have a full season because really the running game is it's the only thing he has. Mm-hmm. And he's a cannon of an arm, obviously. But if you don't know how to play the position, that cannon of the arm is worth jack shit.
And this is I'm not saying Drake May is Josh Allen, but their mold is you run when they can absolutely run, but they run when they have to. Yeah. Drake May and Josh Allen aren't looking to run because they can't throw, like type of thing.
Yeah.
And he runs because he has to because he cannot throw the football. 30 is another projection. The Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco.
We're 3 for 3 here, pal. We're 3 for 3 here, pal. We're gonna change on the next one.
Takes the ball at some point, but I don't think anytime soon.
Okay.
Especially the injury is going to send him back a couple of weeks as well. So, Flacco, especially if you're trying to lose, Flacco's the easy guy to go there. You can say you're stabilizing the position, but you also.
But Joe Flacco's still solid as hell. He played for the Colts last year, and they were all right. He led the Browns to the playoffs a couple of years ago.
Much better Browns team than this Browns team.
I agree. Yes, I agree. But I mean, we're ranking the quarterbacks. We're not ranking the teams.
Yeah, no, I agree. I did take that a little bit into consideration, not too much though.
I didn't do any of this by ranking the teams. This I did not take the team into one account.
So they all play for like the Eagles or whatever. Every quarterback.
I just did a bit. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like the team the team matters to an extent because like I'm also going by like how I value their success. But like I tried to keep the teams out of it. But yes, I have them as well. I do think Shedeur. I don't know if this injury is super serious. I know he's not playing this week's preseason game, but I don't know if that's just like, hey, take the week off and you'll be, we'll be all right. He looked good, and I get it. He wasn't playing against starters everywhere, but he looked good in that preseason game. He looked like his reads were good. He just looked good. I would expect that if he is healthy, I think he takes the ball week 1. I don't know if that would necessarily move him. It might move him up maybe one spot if I knew it was definitely him. But I think it's not enough of a sway that I'm just like I wrote this down as Flacco / Shedeur.
Right.
That's what I wrote. So yeah.
At 29, I have let Russ cook. He's been announced as the starting quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. If this was Jackson Dart, I probably would have had him like behind Flacco.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's atrocious. Russell Wilson, slightly more upside than Flacco just because he can move a little bit, and Flacco's obviously a Super Bowl champion, but so is Russ. I just think he has slightly more left in the tank. And again, I did take it for the lower ones anyway. I kind of took into consideration that he does have Malik Neighbors and stuff like that to throw to. Joe Flacco does not. He has the ghost of Jerry Jeudy, and that's about it.
Hey, listen, Jerry Jeudy was a beast last year, bro. You had him in fantasy. You had a good time.
He's not Malik Neighbors.
I have Justin Fields here. I like Justin Fields, but he is, to me, he is a better version of Anthony Richardson. I like his running ability. He can throw the ball deep.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he like can put that all together to play the position of quarterback. He was pretty good for the Steelers last year, but how much of that was Justin Fields and how much was that of just the Steelers? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Like,
don't. I have him a little bit higher, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh,
So
that's crazy.
plus, I lied. This is the only team. This is the only time I took the team into account. He's on the fucking Jets, so they're gonna suck. So yeah,
Probably a fair assumption.
yeah.
28. He showed some promise at the end of last season, but until he puts that together for more of a full season, I have Bryce Young, 28.
Oh baby.
I get most of these guys, except for like Flacco because he's on the Browns, Wilson because he's on the Giants, or Justin Fields because he's on the Jets. I hope these guys prove me wrong.
I have Russell Wilson here at 28.
Okay. I mean, I have 29, so I'm not gonna.
I could see him actually. I thought he was decent at times last year for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I don't think he was awful.
I could see him having a good year this year. I think Dable is a coach that can do some stuff offensively. I think that like you said, Malik Neighbor, like he's got a talented surrounding cast. I could see him having a pretty decent year this year. But he is at the end. He's not what he once was. He's a little washed. He doesn't run anymore. He's a pocket passer now. And he's a little guy back there. Like his size, he is small. He just was so nimble in the pocket and could move so well in his younger days and his height that he was just a dynamic player. That part of his game is no longer there. So, yeah. But I could see him shocking some people. Not the team,
yeah, I agree.
but I could see him shocking some people and like having a good like.
I can absolutely see him doing enough to earn himself another spot on another shitty team next year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like whoever the Giants equivalent is next year, I could see him starting on the Saints or something. If the Saints don't get a top 5 pick for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 28. 27. I have the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft, Cameron Ward.
I have Michael Penix.
Okay. I have him
here.
Going up here.
Got a small sample size of him last year. I thought he looked good at times, but it wasn't enough of a sample size. I worry about his arm strength, and I'm going to be honest with you, lefty quarterbacks just don't work out in the NFL.
You like Tua?
Huh? Yeah.
Like
okay.
Tua?
I don't mind Tua, but I might have him lower than you think.
I'm not that far.
Yeah. But there historically has never there's been some really good to great. Michael Vick was good back in the day. Was Fran Tarkenton a lefty?
I believe so.
So like there's
back
been great. I know when I was 20 roaming the streets of Minnesota, but there have been good sometimes, like Tarkenton's a Hall of Famer, like that's a great quarterback, but very rare is there a great left-handed quarterback.
I don't think that.
I take that into account.
Okay. 26.
Sorry, no offense to the lefties out there, but you guys can't play quarterback. Section. Sorry, you can't play quarterback that well. Why don't you fucking make? Yeah, it is what it is. How many lefty Super Bowl champions have there been in the history of the league?
I don't know if there's
the answer is 0.
If you're a lefty, though, go play baseball because even if you can throw a ball 90 miles per hour, you're gonna make at least $20 million a year just for doing that. 100%. Nothing else.
Maybe.
Maybe. 26. I have the team that the Patriots are practicing against this week, JJ McCarthy.
I have him as well.
Okay.
Looked unreal in that preseason game, and then he didn't play another fucking down.
So like a McCarthy, a Ward, a Shuck. I'm not gonna say like where I have these guys, but just guys like Michael Penix, like you mentioned, who don't have any or very little NFL experience. Because I'm a big college guy, I go off of what I saw in college a little bit because that's all I can go off of really.
Yeah.
But obviously, like you mentioned, with when we talk about Will Campbell or Drake May, like it doesn't matter too much, but it does matter a little bit. There's some things you can absolutely translate
for sure,
and that's all we can go off of right now with some of these guys.
Yeah.
So JJ, I liked what I saw at Michigan, but he is a definition of a game manager. But obviously, Kevin O'Connell is
Kevin O'Connell's good, man.
So I think he's going to have upside.
And he has Justin Jefferson to throw to, which doesn't hurt. Addison's getting suspended potentially for a little bit, but Hawkinson's there. And when Addison comes back, that is elite weapons.
Yes.
Those are elite weapons.
Which he never had at Michigan. Michigan was straight up defense and running the ball. So we're going to see, was he a game manager because he had to be, or is that what he is?
And he can move. He's quick. He can run.
Yeah.
He's
I
athletic.
see him as like a my comp is kind of like a Alex Smith type back in the day when he was in the Niners.
Yeah,
More so than
which
the
is not a
Chiefs.
bad thing.
No,
Which is
I'm
not a
not
bad thing.
a former number 1 overall pick.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, but again, we'll see. Was he a game manager because he had to be, or was that what Michigan made him because they relied on everything else? 25, I have the man he is replacing in Sam Darnold.
So don't I.
At 25.
So
I think he'll be all right in Seattle, but I think that was a Kevin O'Connell, Justin Jefferson thing.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I agree.
I think he's much better than he was with the Jets.
Yep.
Obviously.
I think he has something to prove too, because I think he was in the MVP discussion last year until the last week of the season.
Kid that broke his leg and never played in the league.
Yeah, and that might have happened anyway, because I think
Right.
JJ might have even started the season
Yes,
if he played through the whole preseason. But Sam Darnold was in the MVP discussion until the last week of the year, and then he had a dud, and then he had another dud in the play. And so, he had the career year that was shocking everybody. Maybe, arguably, and might have even been the MVP. Allen kind of went away with it at the end, but this guy was a legitimate MVP contender. And then after 2 games, and again, they back-to-back, not great looks, but after 2 games, everyone was saying, "Oh, that's the Sam Darnold we know."
Yeah.
And it just kind of went from him like, "Holy shit, is this guy actually a legitimate great quarterback now?"
I think he's somewhere in between.
I do too, but I think he has something to prove. Like, I would think that he himself is kind of like, "Fuck that." Like, I need, which I got to show him that I'm the first guy,
100%.
So,
yeah, no, I think there's something there. Again, I don't think he's last year's Sam Darnold, but I certainly don't think he's the Jet Sam Darnold either.
Yeah, I agree.
24 is Mr. Penix of the Atlanta Falcons. I just loved what he did at Washington. He did have a couple great receivers. One of unfortunately plays for the New England Patriots and doesn't look like an NFL player. But he was fantastic at Washington.
One of them will not be making the opening day roster for the New England Patriots.
No, and his name is not Roma Dunze, so you can guess which one we're talking about. But no, I love the arm, the Mike Mayock thing. The arm, he has all the arm talent, that shit. But he does have all the arm talent. And before, he did tear his ACL twice at Indiana, but before that, he was a run first quarterback. Weirdly enough. So he kind of had to develop into a pocket passer if he wanted to continue playing, and he turned into a top 10 pick in the NFL last year. But he has started to run a little bit his last year at Washington, and he did run a little bit last year with the Falcons in his few starts. So if he can bring that back, I think it was more of a mental thing. I think he didn't want to tear his ACL again, type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he can add that to his game, I think there's some upside there. He does. If they ever decide to throw the ball to Kyle Pitts for some reason, they have maybe one of, if not the top 3, 4, 5 running back in the league, Bijan Robinson. They have Drake London there. They have an okay offensive line. I think there's something there for him.
Yeah. 24, I have Cam Ward.
Okay.
He is my highest.
He gets very offended, by the way. He goes Cameron now. He gets very mad if you say Cam.
Sorry. Well, I have Cam.
He is watching this. Though.
Sorry. I have Cameron. I'm going to call you Cam. Sorry, bud. I have Cam Ward as my number 24. I understand he's a rookie. I just like what I've seen so far. I've liked
the leadership thing.
I do immediately. Yeah. Like, it just, to me.
He says we're fucking trash today.
Yeah, I like that, like, immediate accountability from a rookie quarterback. Now, again, is the situation great? I don't know.
It's like last year's Patriots bad.
Yeah, but he's got Calvin Ridley. He just got Tyler Lockett, which I think will be, again, I'm not talking about I'm talking about Ridley can make plays. Tyler Lockett is older, but he's a veteran guy that I think a young quarterback will feel like that's a good guy to have around him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I like what I'm seeing. I like how he's holding people accountable. I like how, there was another cut where he was like, I watched my dad wake up at 4 a.m. for a job he hated my whole life. So if I can't wake up early to come to do a job, just like, he's that type of shit. I like
head on right.
Yeah, and he's been playing all right. He's a rookie, so he's going to be a rookie. Some of the guys I have below him, a few of them, we haven't seen JJ McCarthy. We haven't seen Penix a ton. We haven't seen Shuck. But those rest of those guys, I kind of have a feeling I know what they are. Yeah. And we don't know what Cam Ward is yet from on the field play, But what I've seen in that type of stuff, and like in what I've read and stuff, I have him a little bit higher than just sticking him down way at the bottom because he's a rookie.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
Yeah,
I like that mindset as well. That he's been showing. At 23, I have the New York Jets $20 million man, Justin Fields. He's a less extent of a Sam Darnold. Like, I think he's much better than the Bears version. I don't know how much he was like the first 3 or 4 weeks of last season's version. I don't know. I think he's closer to that though. I do like some of the fuck the Jets, but I like Garrett Wilson. This is a solid tight end with the Robert. What the fuck his name? The guy with all the tattoos. Ty Conklin. They have Breece Hall in the backfield. They have Braylon Allen in the backfield. They have an okay offensive line. And then obviously he's unbelievable as a runner. So that gives him like that makes his floor higher than other guys like a Shuck or whoever, Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco. So yeah, I think he'll be solid. I think he'll be 20 to 25 by the year's end if we re-rank this list.
Not too bad. I have Caleb Williams here.
Okay.
All the talent in the world. I just don't know if he has the
opposite of Cam Ward.
Yeah. I look at all the and listen. We're gonna listen. They built that offense that he can't fuck up. He almost can't fuck up.
Nope.
Like the offensive line is a top 10 unit now. All of a sudden, they got Roma Dunze. They
DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift.
They drafted the other Burden.
Colston Loveland.
They got Colston Loveland. Cole Kmet is not a terrible tight end.
And now he's tight end too.
Yes, so they have everything set up for this kid to like it is as perfect a situation maybe as any quarterback in the league.
Oh yeah,
honestly,
I'd put a top 3 situation.
And they have a new head coach who's offensive whiz, and like you saw what he did with Jared Goff in Detroit, and if Caleb doesn't dramatically improve this year. Again, and I think it's majority of it is mental. And it's not because he fucking cried. I'm not talking about that.
Oh, I couldn't care. I'm Drake not making paint his nails fucking pink and purple.
Yeah, if he wins I don't give a shit about that type of stuff. I'm talking about like, I don't know how much. The thing with Caleb Williams is the way he talks. I don't know if he loves football or not.
No, I think he exactly the opposite. And we keep talking about it, but Cam Ward, who says, why would I complain about waking up at 4 a.m. for a job I love? I got paid millions of dollars to play a kid's game. Caleb Williams, it feels like he wakes up to do a job.
Yeah.
Like it feels like he has to go, oh, fuck, I got it. Like you and me, like, oh, we got to fucking work today. Fuck.
Yeah. Type of thing. Yeah, I just get that vibe sometimes. I don't know if he's having fun. Like, I don't know if he's having, like, it's not fun to lose and have bad years and shit. Like, I get that. But, like, you can still, I don't know. Like Drake May last year, that was a rough year for Drake May. But when he was interviewed and shit, you could tell he was still like loving the fact that he was playing football.
That guy smiles all the fucking time.
You know what I mean?
Interviews this year, he looks like he just won the fucking Super Bowl. Right? He's like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
He's like, I got the fucking head beaten. Yeah.
I expect when we do this next year that Caleb will be higher on the list.
Yeah. We'll do this again at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I expect Caleb to be higher on the list, but right now he's got to prove something to me personally.
Yeah, that's why I chimed in a little bit there because I have him next at 22 for the exact reason we just talked about.
Yeah, you had the guy that I had at 22 way lower than I think you should have. I have Bryce Young here. Bryce Young got benched, and when he came back, he was good.
But that team was so pesky. Awful.
He was, but I
by the way, Bryce Young wasn't as good as you think he was at the end of the
He was still pretty damn good. I watched some of those games. I was winning money on those games because I was betting them because they became pesky. He had some. Don't get me wrong; they had terrible losses as well. But he was leading the team to victories, and he was playing pretty decent. He wasn't being the best quarterback in the league or anything, but like he became. It looked like he turned the benching, woke him up a little bit at least.
Yeah, but the stats are pretty awful still. After he came back, they're not.
Yeah, but he's also playing with nobody. It's on the Panthers. Now they have.
He gets an excuse, but
no. Because now they have Leggett. He's been there. Thielen is still pretty good, even though he's 40. Chuba Hubbard is a good back. Tet McMillan, they just drafted, who they're loving down there. They're saying nothing but great things about him. And I like their coach. I think their coach is a good he's a young, I don't know. They benched him, and it was
Very
like, holy
handsome,
shit.
though,
He
his
is. Was
coach.
it Canales? David Canales or
Dave
something like
Canales,
that?
he is gorgeous. He has you know the girls think you're attractive when they make edits of you on TikTok, and he has one of those. So
here's my thing. Like, he was terrible, and it was like, holy crap, what a bust this was.
They're talking about cutting him. Some people.
Yes, and then they benched him, and then they brought him back, and he was winning football games.
I feel like football games isn't crazy.
No, but we're also talking about the 22nd bet. We're not talking about a top 10 guy yet. We're talking about the bottom 10 quarterbacks in the league. I just think, again, kind of like how I feel about Cam Ward, where the guys below him, I know who they are. I don't think I fully know who Bryce Young is yet.
I feel like I do.
But again, you watch more college football, and I think that is...
Yeah, I have a different perspective.
Exactly, because I'm of the belief, like, obviously, if you're good in college football, that should translate, but it's not really about that to me. Because there are guys that haven't won, like, not everybody was Joe Burrow.
Didn't win shit in Alabama.
Yeah, but I'm saying not everybody is Joe Burrow, who's the best quarterback in the country and wins a national champion. Like, not everybody lives that life. Like, there have been plenty of quarterbacks that have turned into the best quarterbacks in football that were on teams that went 11-3. You know what I mean? It really is about what are your tools?
Daniels, for instance?
Yes. Where's the system you end up in? Who was around you? Like, it matters. And I feel like he is a guy that I just don't know enough about him yet. You know?
No, well, not. I mean, again, 32-20 is probably a lot closer together than like 10-1 is.
Correct.
So I can't really argue much about the rankings at this point. 21, I have another first-round pick from last year, Bo Nick. I'm thinking of the UFC, Bo Nickel. Bo Nix.
All right.
Yeah, big UFC pay-per-view tomorrow as we're recording this, so I'm UFC brain, so that's why I said Bo Nickel. But Bo Nix, I liked what I saw last year, but
he was good last year.
Again, he was more of, I brought this up with McCarthy, but a game manager. They weren't winning games because of Bo Nix, I don't think. I think they just have the number 1 ranked defense in the league last year. Sean Payton is an unbelievable coach, as we all know. Super Bowl winner. Would I shit myself in disbelief if he was 13th on my postseason rankings? No. So I'm not but again, when we come to, and this will tie in Drake May later on, shocker. But when it becomes to guys like that, like a Bo Nix, a Caleb Williams, a Drake May, stuff like that, I give the benefit of the doubt to a guy like Drake May just because he showed so much promise, and you can see how much more gifted he is than a guy like Bo Nix, obviously. Mm-hmm. So I just have him slightly ahead, because I'm projecting a little bit with guys like that.
It's fair.
I think even the biggest Broncos fan would admit Drake May has a higher ceiling if both reach their max potential. Nobody would. If you tell me right now, tomorrow, they both reach their max potential, Drake May's much higher than Bo Nix, in my opinion.
That's fair. I have Geno Smith here.
Okay.
I like Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith is a winner.
The definition of solid, I would say.
Yes, he's just a solid. Made a long career from himself where, because those Jets years at the beginning, it looked like this guy was going to be out of the league in 4 years.
He's older than people think, too.
He's been around because he was a backup for a bunch of years, and then he got another shot in Seattle, and it worked out. You know, he's a solid, good quarterback. He's earned the career he's had. Obviously, him and Pete Carroll work well together, and they got the greatest football player to ever play, running the helm at the top of that as well. But as good as I think Geno Smith is, he is Geno Smith. There's a level to Geno Smith, and so I have him down there. Obviously, the team comes. The Raiders are not good, right? As of right now. But yeah, no, I have him at 22. I think he's solid. Could he end up being higher?
21?
Yeah, sorry, 21.
Yeah,
21. Yeah, that's why I have Geno. Yeah.
Okay. I have him at 20, so I'll get in for a second. The definition is solid. I think Pete Carroll will do wonders for him. I mean, though he's more of a defensive guy, but still, just the stability of a Sean Payton, just the stability of the organization, which is exactly what the Raiders need.
Yep.
For 2 to 5 years, probably. Pete Carroll's got left. He's about 98 years old.
Mm.
He feels like a much younger 75 than Bill Belichick does, though.
Oh yeah.
He's still running around with gloves on. You see this guy running around with gloves on? I
No,
practice
it's
pushing people.
crazy. Yeah.
Insane. Patriots legend, Pete Carroll.
True.
But I think with Ashton Genty, they're gonna have a great running game. Obviously, you have you have a good offensive line. You paid both your tackles. You drafted a tackle and paid the other one. Brock Bowers is like a top 3 tight end in the league already. That's a good baseline to have. I think they're the Raiders are the definition of a team that's going to finish with 7 to 10 wins, guaranteed, no matter what. They're not going to have 11. They're not going to have 5 or 6.
I would agree.
So we'll see. Again, that's a sneaky big game week 1 to see where both the Patriots and Raiders are, ceiling wise. I think week 1.
I agree. And
so
I think
that's
Tom
my
Brady.
20.
I think Tom Brady is going to whoop our ass. That's what I think. No, I'm kidding.
He comes out of the clubhouse at halftime.
Yeah, 100%.
But Gino's my 20.
All right, I have Trevor Lawrence here at number 20. Everyone still loves Trevor Lawrence, I feel like, and I have not been impressed. I have not been impressed. Now, I get it. Jacksonville, they suck, and he was under that doofus head coach for the first couple years that somehow beat the Patriots in the fucking Super Bowl. That idiot coach. One of the worst coaches in the history of the league. He's an idiot.
He might be one of the worst to ever won a Super Bowl.
Brutal. So he was under that guy for a while, and I get it. And then he's had some injury issues here the last couple of years. Listen, was he a dynamic, outrageously good college player? Of course he was.
His only loss is to LSU.
Yeah. And I think I was high on this kid when he came into the league, and I get the situation, dude. Jacksonville blows. But at the same time, I have not been that impressed with him at all. And I don't know why he's always so high on these lists in other places. I don't know if it's the hair. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I'm not as high. He's another one of those guys that I probably have lower than most because I need to see him prove something to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have him far from now, we'll say. 19, I keep bringing up game managers. I have the game manager in the history of game managers, Brocky Purdy, the $400 million man almost. Okay. Not much to say here. He's pretty boring. Even his biggest fans, I would say which is good, I guess, in some rates. If your quarterback's boring, that means he's not turning the ball over and being a disaster. But the Niners are in one of those unfortunate situations where you have to pay him because you're not going to get anybody better than him on the market. Your other options would have been starting Mac Jones, who they signed, or like signing a Joe Flacco or Russell Wilson, which he's much better than those options, obviously. He obviously benefited from being in the system with Kyle Shanahan, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, great offensive line. Now he doesn't have a great offensive line. He has an okay offensive line. McCaffrey is not any healthier than he used to be, and now he's another year older. No more Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk's missing the first little bit of the season. George Kittle's another year older, even though he's probably the best tight end in the league now that Kelsey's dropped off. But we're going to see if he earned that $350 million.
Mm-hmm. All right. I have Bo Nix here.
Okay. Like 2 spots lower.
Yeah. Good rookie year. Made the playoffs as a rookie. That's impressive to me. Yeah. I agree that the defense won most of their games because they have a top defense.
So good.
They're ridiculous how good their defense is. So I agree that he didn't have to win them a ton of games, but he had to perform well enough to make the playoffs. And I thought that he did win a couple of those games. And again, the situation is good, man. You got paid. Like if he's with pay, I'm a little bit higher on him than you. I think that he could continue to improve.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Underpaid.
That's why I said would I be shocked if he was in my top 15 at the end of the year? No, not at all. Not gonna be surprised. He does seem to have that like Baker Mayfield, like fuck you, I'm gonna win this game to him.
I'm very interested to see where you have Baker Mayfield on this list when we get to it.
I don't have
because I think Baker is underrated.
Yeah, sure, I agree. So. One of my favorite college quarterbacks to ever watch.
Yeah. I like Baker.
18, I have the other lefty on the list, Mr. Tua Tagovailoa. Benefited of his system, obviously. He gets the ball in a half a second. He has one of the most dynamic receivers ever in Tyreek Hill. Now that he's dropped off a little bit, probably. But Jalen Waddle, when he is on the field, is great. They've always had a dynamic running back. Now it's Devin A-Chain from Texas A&M. Yeah, it's just he's a system guy. I think he's I think he might be, other than Brock Purdy, maybe benefits the most from his system on this list. Yeah, I think as bad of a head coach I think Mike McDaniel is, I think he's that good of an offensive mind. Once he's gone, which I think might happen during the season, to be honest with you, I think they're kind of getting tired of his shit, to be honest, and I wouldn't blame him. If he was our head coach, I'd probably punch my hole in a wall during his press conferences. But yeah, I'm not huge on Tua. Unfortunate, you don't want to bring this up, but the concussions are an issue, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
You don't want him to do that. I want him and the Dolphins to be bad, but not because he's fucking getting his head bashed in. Yeah. But yeah, I don't rate him very highly.
All right. I have Aaron Rodgers here.
Mm-hmm.
Old, man. Now, I do think the Steelers are a better culture and situation than the Jets, so I could see him having clearly a better year than he's had the last couple. I could. And look at both those seasons. Unfortunately, last year was against us in one of those weeks. He looked like the old Aaron Rodgers in that early game. He looked unbelievable. But it was like he was running in the pocket and whipping the ball.
He looked like it was 2010.
Yeah, exactly. It was like that was what? I didn't know that was still there.
We were fucking embarrassing.
No, it was awful. Well, it was one of
We are the worst team I've ever seen.
It was unreal. But he looked like vintage, as Michael Cole would say, vintage Aaron Rodgers. Does he still have that in him 3 or 4 times this year? Like, I don't think he can do it every game, but I think the Steelers have a base. And again, I fucking hate the Pittsburgh. Right, they are my second least favorite sports franchise of all. I despise the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But they have a cult. I'm 40 years old. In my lifetime, 2 coaches. Technically, I was born when Chuck Noll was still, but in my lifetime of watching football, it has been Bill Cowher, and that is fucking insane. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that speaks to the culture and just the way that franchise is run. They never are under 500. They are never under 500, no matter what. And it makes me sick. But Aaron Rodgers, I just need talent-wise, maybe the most talented quarterback in the history of football. Talent-wise.
I would say maybe second behind Mahomes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's maybe number 1 all-time prick.
And also, league. I want to say extremely overrated career-wise. He should have won way more than he did.
I think that, and I think when all is said and done, that needs to be the focus more than how talent. Like, yes, he had the Hail Marys. I had never seen a guy, maybe Mike Vick. I had never seen a guy be able to roll out and throw the ball 45 yards down the field, cross body on a fucking rope. Like this guy could. It was insane, some of the shit he could do. With those teams in Green Bay, Jordy Nelson, Amon Green, they should have won more than once.
Yeah.
He should have won more than once. And it's not just all on him because but a lot of that was on him. Well, yeah, that didn't help. He got Mike McCarthy a fucking Super Bowl win, which is crazy.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I
have
him right here, which for me is kind of right. It's almost right in the middle. Like, I think that's where he is. I think they could make the playoffs just because they always float around 500 or above. And if he does have 3, 4, 5 of those vintage games in him, if they can get them to 10 wins, they're in. And that defense is still scary. I think they made a bad move trading Minkah for.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I think they gave away the better player. But they still have TJ. That's a great defense.
Well, he's going to have one of those games, right? You know when he's going to have one of them? No.
Against
Week
the Patriots.
1, they play at the Jets.
Oh, yeah. He's going to
He's going to
400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Yeah, 5 touchdowns.
He's going to get MVP bet.
He's going to be doing this.
All fucking day.
He's going to do this.
By the way,
that'll be the
one time I want it to happen. I'll be
Yeah, and if it does happen because it's the Jets.
Oh, yeah. I'll be doing that shit.
First of all, when it comes to that, I'm rooting for the Meteor.
Oh, yeah.
Flop on down, man. Please. Just Meteor. Just take them all out. But I might be the only time in my life that I would be like, hell yeah, about anything a Steeler ever did.
I'm in.
Oh, my God. If he's fucking getting into it and rolling, I'm going to be yelling, do it. I'm going to do it. Do it. But yes, that's where I have Aaron Rodgers.
I have him 15, so I'll just skip over 15 when I get there. I'll just mention that. 17, right. I have the smallest quarterback in the NFL, Mr. Kyler Murray. One of my, I will say this: if this was no, hold on, no, I will, because I was gonna say if this was my favorite list, it would be like top 5. I love watching Kyler Murray play football. It's been hard for me to give him excuses after the last couple of years. I'm a big Kyler Murray.
I thought he was better last year.
He was, but I'm a big Kyler Murray apologist, and I've been pretty disappointed the last couple of years. Now he has a stable running game. He has a pretty solid offensive line. He has Marvin Harrison. Michael Wilson, I think, is pretty good.
I think the coach is good, too. I think the coach might be good.
They might have a good coach.
Yeah.
He has a supporting cast. He has a coaching staff. He has the offensive line. He has a stable running game with James Conner and who the hell the rookie is from Texas? I can't think of his name. Oh, the second year
Benson,
now.
Cedric Benson.
Yeah, Trey Benson.
Trey Benson.
Yeah.
Wow, way back.
Well, that's 1999.
Holy shit, Bengals
legend. Right? Yeah. First round pick, I believe too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would there would not be someone happier other than a Cardinals fan for me to rank him into the top 10 after the season. I would love nothing more than to do that. I love watching him.
All right. CJ, I got Drake May here, man.
Okay. It's fine.
I think that this is the spot where we start to get
dab in the middle.
Yes.
16 behind him, 16 ahead of him.
Yeah. I think, and listen, I don't know if you've been hearing any of these reports about how he played on those practices in Minnesota, because he was the unreal apparently. And he was
that's a good defense in Brian Flores, by the way.
Yes, and he was good, and he got sacked a lot. I know we're not talking about the Patriots as a whole. I know, but he didn't get get frustrated. He didn't get he was getting angry, but he kept his composure and he was good. And but they said again, we're talking about quarterbacks here. I'm not going to dive too much into it. The Patriots offense has not been good lately in these practices and in the but they're saying the absolute standout of the offense has been Drake May, and that is really what you want, because I do think the rest of it can come around.
Right, it all
I do think the rest,
him,
yes.
Really.
So if he is the bright spot and he's the guy leading the charge, and I agree with you when you say he does have all the talent in the world. I don't think people understand how fast he is when he runs.
Yeah,
he can throw the ball 60 yards on a dime down the field. He can make throws on the run, but like we've talked about, that preseason game last week, that is a play that he needs to eliminate 1,000%.
Yep.
And that is a bonehead, what is between your ears type play. And that is the only concern I have about Drake. Not that he's not football smart. I know he knows how to play the game of football.
Yeah.
I worry that he needs to smarten up. He needs to smarten up. And so I have him right in the middle. And I think he is I think he's so talented that if we do this at the end of the year, I think he could easily be in the top 10. That's how talented he is.
Some of the throws he makes doesn't make sense to me, JPJ.
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to send you. If you can look at that while we're streaming real quick. So this is what you meant by he's going to be sacked. This is a throw where he's called sacked because they're not allowed to hit the quarterbacks at training camp and in the joint practices.
Yeah.
So he's technically going to get sacked on that play. They had it down as a sack. Look at the throw he makes falling down off his back foot getting sacked.
He got sacked though, so it doesn't count though.
Well, no, they project it he might have been able to push him off and make the throw anyway, but you're not allowed to really.
Yeah, that's a.
Look how effortless it is. That's the shit this guy can do. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and I think that yes. But, and again, this isn't a practice with another team, so that's kind of like a real-life scenario.
And by the way, Brian, Mike Vrabel and Brian Flores have a good connection. He's going to say, give me some shit.
Oh, yeah.
If there is a joint practice you can take anything from, it's against this defense with Brian Flores, in my opinion. You're not going to get a much better real game action in a joint practice than this situation, in my opinion.
That's fair. Yeah, but, so I have him right in the middle.
Okay.
Drake May, 17.
That's 16. we already talked about, so we can kind of glance over for me. Trevor Lawrence, I have 16.
This is where I have Tua.
Okay. So we kind of talked about these guys.
I agree with most of your points with Tua. I think he deserves a smidge more credit. Sure. He's very accurate.
Yes. Yeah.
He is built for that system, and that system has helped. But he is also super duper accurate. And yeah, and again, he's won at least a little bit, and that's kind of why I have him where he is. Kind of in the middle.
Was very accurate too, by the way.
No, he was not. I watched those games.
In college, in his first year in the league, he was very accurate.
Well, okay. And then they gave a defensive coordinator as his offensive coordinator.
I still think Mac Jones could be all right.
Not anymore. He could have been.
We ruined him. It's purely on us.
Belichick 100% was like, fuck this guy.
Yep.
And ruined, because that first year, again, little deceiving.
Yeah, it was.
Not as good as everyone around here.
It was very promising.
But yes, for year one to make the playoffs, and it's like, okay, yeah.
Team too,
yeah, not that great of a team. And it's like, okay, like he was efficient, like he was fine.
Yeah, he was good.
And then Belichick was like, how can I make this kid's situation as abysmal
Let's
as
get a defensive line coach as offensive coordinator.
Please.
It's the stupidest.
Please. The dumbest shit I've ever seen. Should have lost his job after that season.
He should have got. Never mind. Probably.
Anyway.
Something I shouldn't say on air.
Anyway.
15, we dove into it pretty extensively. Aaron Rodgers, I have 15.
This is where I have Kyler Murray.
Okay.
I will never get over that playoff performance. He quit like a fucking dog, man. And I did not like it. It made me immediately give up on that guy. Like, I was like, oh, fuck him. I don't care about that guy. But he's so fucking talented.
Oh, God.
He's the fastest quarterback. Well, Lamar, maybe.
He runs so, like, he gets like 7 yards in like a second.
It's crazy. And he can throw. He can throw. I think his height does hurt him. He's very small. But yeah, he's just so talented, and I thought he was better last year, and then he kind of got hurt, and then he kind of reverted back a little bit. But I thought to start the year, I was high on the Cardinals last year. I had them as like a sleeper team in the NFC. I think maybe they could be another one this year too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
I would love to be wrong.
Yeah. So, but he's one of those guys in the middle of the pack that, when we meet here in 5 months at the end of the season, like, he could be a top 10 guy for me, or he could be a guy that's in the bottom half. Like, it's just, he's one of those guys.
I agree. So 14 is where I have, surprisingly to you, Mr. Drake May, 14th. Probably lower than you thought I was going to have him.
I didn't think you were going to be crazy. Like, I got him at 6. I'd be like,
I
would fuck say, yourself.
There is a 62% chance he's a bona fide top 10 quarterback after the season.
I think it's possible. 100%.
If we're doing this, you close your eyes. Well, I guess you'd have to have your eyes open here, but you just straight up athleticism, size, all the I guess, head things. He's maximum third in the league? Like, worst third in the league?
He's not better than the top 4 guys.
Who is better than him? Just straight up athleticism, speed, power, arm strength, running ability. It's Josh Allen and
Lamar.
That's it. Yeah, I said third at worst.
Oh yeah,
he might. He's way.
Listen. I get it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Mahomes still needs.
But that's my point, though. So if you can put everything else together, he has a real fucking coach finally.
Yeah.
Which this is the opposite of Mac Jones. His coaching staff got 10 times better after his rookie season. His offensive line, even if it's not great, it's 10 times better than it was last year. His weaponry,
it's still not going to be great, though.
But my point is, if it was a 0 out of 10 last year, it's at baseline like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
His weaponry, if it was a 0 out of 10, it's at baseline of 4 or 5 out of 10. And then
Diggs,
obviously
man.
You put all that with the athleticism and the non-stuff you can teach. I mean, he has the ability, if everything comes together, to be the best in the league. Will it happen? Who the fuck knows, obviously.
Yeah.
But he has the ability to be a bona fide top 5 to 10 quarterback after the year if everything went right.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about him a little bit less because we will talk about him the entire season, obviously.
Of course.
As Patriots fans. So, but yeah, I have him at 14, which I think 14 to 18 is a very solid range for him, I would say.
Yeah. I have Brock Purdy here at 14.
Okay. Sure.
I agree. Again, I agree. Like, massive contract. We're gonna
You
figure.
have to though. You have to.
We're gonna find. I think we are gonna find out. Like, I think he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback in the league, like some people
Oh,
talk about.
Oh my God, they were
Like,
talking about MVP.
that's
top
crazy.
7
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
crazy to me. Like, he was on a loaded roster with a very good offensive coach.
Whatever
I
you
don't
want
think
to
he's.
say
I
about
don't.
him
I
as a
think
head
he's a
coach.
very overrated head coach, but he's a very good offensive
Yes.
coach and offensive mind. But he made it to the Super Bowl, bro. He made it to the Super Bowl.
And he didn't play bad.
No, he didn't, and he won divisions. I have him a little high. I have him higher than you just because I take that. And it's being a Patriot, but I take winning into a. It fucking matters, man.
I don't hate that.
Yeah. So I have him here, though. I have him here.
I don't think 19th through 14th is a massive difference.
Yeah. This is good though because we have the same guys left now.
Yeah.
Like we're at the top 13, and neither of us have picked any of these 13 guys.
Nope.
So it's really going to see where they go.
I have another game manager, but a little more than that. That's a little disrespectful to say game manager at this point. A little more than that. He was the first overall pick, Mr. Jared Goff.
Oh, that's exactly where I have him.
Yep. I think he is the.
I think it could be considered disrespectful a tad from both of us.
I think he is the worst of the very good quarterbacks in the league. Of the bona fide established very good quarterbacks in the league. I think he's the worst of the bunch.
I would agree from a talent perspective. I don't know if I would agree from a full-on perspective, but we both have him at 13, so we have all the other guys higher than him. Yep. I think that he has turned himself into a pretty darn good fucking quarterback.
Even if you suck in the NFL or whatever league and you're a bust, you are the first overall pick for a reason. Yeah. There's something there.
You watch Quarterback on Netflix?
Oh, the Netflix show, yeah.
You see when they were talking to him about when he got traded and shit?
Oh, yeah.
And how emotional he got. But, like, not like in a bad, like, first of all, there's never a bad way to be emotional. But you know what I mean? Like, when he was talking about it and like how he talked about like when he showed up in Detroit and how, I don't know, he's a likable guy to me too. I know that doesn't matter what happens on the football field or not. I think that guy was the number 1 overall pick. He led the Rams to a Super Bowl. They ran into us. We did what we were going to do. And then the Rams just said, hey, bud, thanks, but fuck off. We rather have this other guy.
And again, decision,
it was. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. And like, they kind of just casted him off. Like, oh, we're going to get this better guy. Fuck you. Thanks for your service. You know, and for him to kind of bounce back the way that he has and turn himself into like a top 10. Well, I know we have him at 13, but most people would consider a top 10 quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
That says a lot about character and balls and guts. And I think that he has that. But again, this is a year for me where we're going to find out about that Lions team for real. We're going to find about Dan Campbell. We're going to find about Goff. You don't got your offensive. You don't have your offensive whiz kid anymore guiding the way. Like, we're going to figure out. We're going to find out about you. So I think this is a big year for that whole team. This is a giant year for them.
We will get into that. I'll bring this up again at the end of the show. But next week will be our division and playoff predictions. So the Lions may not be in that conversation for long on my side.
Yeah, fair.
12, I have a guy that everybody's much higher on than me. I don't know if you will be, but the media is. Jordan Love. I just haven't seen it yet. I wanted to put him lower. I want to put him lower than Drake May, and then Jared Goff, but I have him higher. It's weird. I want to keep him above Jared Goff, but I want to put him like below with Drake May. Even though I have Jared Goff in the middle, because I think his upside is much higher than Jared Goff's, but I think he's like a worse version of Drake May at their peaks. If that makes sense. But he's shown obviously more than a Drake May, so I'm going to put him ahead of him for now. I think it might only take like a month or 3 games for me to put like him lower, but again, he has everything. Obviously, and he was a first round. The Packers employed Aaron Rodgers for 2 more years and still traded up to draft him in the first round.
Yep.
For a reason. He was awesome at Utah State, and he was awesome. Rodgers was hurt or something. And they beat the Chiefs on Monday night with Jordan Love.
Yep.
While
And then
Rodgers
the
was
next
still there.
year, and I know it's Dallas, but the next year he went into Dallas and
Beat the
fucking beat
brakes
the
off
shit
him.
out
One of
of
my
him
favorite playoff
in the
games I ever
playoff game.
watched.
Oh, he was unreal in that game
Yeah,
too. It was like,
I think he
holy
had more
crap.
touchdowns than like incompletions.
Yes. And again, when you can hit and I have Jordan Love here as well. So we are alike here as well.
We thought this was going to be the episode where we disagree on everything.
Yeah, I know. I am higher on Jordan Love than you are.
Mm-hmm.
However, we obviously feel the same about him in the hierarchy. But I'm higher on him as a player. To me, it's injuries that worry me about him.
Yeah.
His health. Can he stay on the field? I think he's in a good situation. I think the Green Bay coach is one of the few handful of good coaches in the league. I think Green Bay is another. They've had bad years, but like Green Bay is another team that I look at like the Steelers, not with my hatred, but like the culture that they've always kind of been good my whole life. The Packers, they've had a few down years here, but they've always been hanging around when you get to the end of the season. You know what I mean? Yep. I'm just a little higher on him than you. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if I don't know if you would feel. I wouldn't be shocked if I'm talking about him as a top 10, top 8 guy. When we're talking here at the end of the year, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't be floored if that was the case. 11, I have someone that a little bit people are down on, but I'm not that sure why. My girlfriend and her family's favorite quarterback in the league because they went to Mississippi State and they are Cowboys fans. Mr. Dak Prescott.
Are we gonna have the same 11. List? I have Dak at 11.
I think
I wanted to put him over who I have next.
I did.
I really much did. But
I was pretty comfortable with my top 10 in whatever order. I was pretty comfortable 10 through 6 in whatever order and 5 through 1 in any order. Okay. Yeah, I just think he's great. I think he has a lot of flack on him, obviously because he's on the Cowboys. And he was the first of these insane contracts for maybe not all pro quarterbacks, which now we're seeing is the norm. With Jordan Love getting paid already, with Brock Purdy getting paid already, Jared Goff getting his second big contract now. But yeah, injuries have started to pile up over the last 2 years, which is concerning, considering he's already almost in his mid-30s, by the way, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But he has CeeDee Lamb. He has George Pickens now. Yeah. They have Ferguson, the tight end, a great tight end. Even though they're not offensive line they had like with prime Zeke and stuff, they still have a very good offensive line. Although they did lose Guyton for the year, their rookie from last year, tackle. But yeah, and they got McCarthy the hell out of there. I don't think Callahan's the best coach. Actually, Schottenheimer's the best coach in the world, but anything might be better than Mike. He just need to get the fuck out of there. If he could stay healthy, I would not be surprised at all if he's in my top 10 coming the end of the year.
Yeah, I have Dak here as well. Elite passer.
Yes,
it's an elite passer of the football.
He's the lead. He's the favorite to lead the NFL in passing yards this season.
Yeah, he's just elite. If he stays healthy, he's throwing 5,000 yards. Like, he's just that type of guy. He throws for a ton of yards. He's got weapons. He's a good passer of the football. The Cowboys are just the Cowboys, man. And as long as that doofus is still running them, they're never going to succeed. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think Dak is great. I think Dak gets way too much shit.
It's because of the uniform.
And it's because of the Cowboys. But I think he gets way too much shit. I consider him to be a great quarterback. But yeah, I have him at 11 as well.
The injuries are starting to worry me.
Well, he's older now too.
That's my point. He's getting older, and the injuries they are worrying me a little bit. But if he can stay healthy, top 10 for sure. I would say at the end of the year, probably. If I
Absolutely.
He does need to stop.
He was in the 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago
MVP conversation.
He was in the MVP conversation.
That's why everybody wanted him to get paid.
Yeah.
He does need to crack down on the turner. He turns the ball over a lot.
Yeah.
Top 10 now. I have a guy that everybody is extremely high on. I think it's.
Oh, we're gonna have the same fucking list.
It's almost like how I feel about Drake May. I feel like to some people, but he's been in the league longer. Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
He
overrated.
He has the Drake May everything. He can't run as good as Drake May, but that guy can stand still sideways and throw the ball 100 yards. Like and he has some plays where he's rolling out or something. He has the Aaron Rodgers where he can fling it to the other side on the fucking dot and like holy shit.
Yeah.
He has the ability that only like 4 or 5 quarterbacks probably have, like a Mahomes or Rodgers, a Drake May maybe. Like they make it the Josh Allen. They have the you just stare at your screen like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
But he gets hurt way too much. He turns the ball over. I mean, he didn't turn the ball over that much, but he throws a lot of like passes. I don't know how they don't get intercepted. Turnover worthy plays, I guess the status for that. And just that offensive line is garbage. They're all pro. The only good offensive player they they have Joe Alt now, but they finally had good bookends in Alt and Slater, and Slater's out for the year now after he got the biggest offensive line contract in the history of the NFL. So that's not going to help them. Their running game's ass. I know they have Amari and Hampton, but they brought in Najee Harris, who what did he got hurt in some weird way? What the hell did he do? Was it fireworks? Was it
maybe.
fireworks like
I don't know.
JPP?
I don't remember.
He did something stupid. I know that was like, what are you doing, injury? I remember that. And then so they have him and a rookie running back. That's not the greatest room in the world. They had to bring back Keenan Allen, which I don't love. Mike Williams retired before training camp started. It's kind of a mess, but because of the talent, and he is a little bit proven, and he doesn't turn the ball over a lot, I have top 10.
Yeah, I mean, he's my 10 as well. I
wanted to put Dak over him pretty badly.
I feel, yeah, that's what I said. I said I wanted to put Dak over the next guy, over my next guy so badly. I feel the same way about Justin Herbert that I do Trevor Lawrence. I just know that Justin Herbert is a way more talented quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. But I feel the same. I have been hearing year after year after year how good this guy is. He has won jack shit.
The reason I like him over a guy like Trevor Lawrence significantly kind of is the coaching as well.
Well, yeah, Harbaugh, yeah. He's in a good situation. Again, we're not just talking about situation. We're talking about talent. And the dude is crazy talented.
He'd be on that Drake May list for me, like top 5, like talent. Like,
yeah, and he's got So he's a top 10 guy. I would have felt even with my I gotta see you win something before I friggin' treat you like the rest of the fucking country. Apparently, like even with that bias that I have, it wouldn't be a legitimate list to me if he was ranked outside the top 10.
Well, he's one of those guys that 10, obviously, you would love to be a top 10 quarterback in the league. A lot of
course,
people. But he's one of those guys that should
be top 5.
That's so 10 is kind of bad for him specifically. Yes. If you're talking about a Jared Goff top 10, that he should be fine with that. Justin Herbert should be top 7 at the worst.
Yeah, no, he should be in the discussion with the top 4 guys. Like he should be the next guy.
Yes. Yep.
And the people treat him like he is, and it's like. He threw 4 picks in that playoff game last year, bro. Like, where are the stones? I need stones.
He didn't turn it over in the regular season, and then he just launched him all night.
Puked on himself.
Yeah, it was weird.
Pissed down his own leg. It's like, bro, you can't be that guy, man. He
gets a lot of weird, like, hand and arm injuries, which concern me, obviously. Since he's a quarterback.
His offensive line sucks, and he takes a beating back.
He finally had a good one, and now one of them's out for the season. So
yeah, but yeah, all right. So all right, we've been on a roll here.
I have a guy that should not be in the top 10, but if you could put his fucking moxie and brain in Justin Herbert's body, we're gonna have
the same.
We're talking about literally, if you put this guy's moxie with Justin Herbert's ability, you might get Joe Burrow, and that is Mr. Baker Mayfield. I have at number 9. He
not
is
appreciated enough.
Bo Nix on steroids. He is a fucking winner. He has maybe the best. If you could, how they do like to build the perfect NBA players, Curry shooting, LeBron's athleticism. He might be like my moxie and personality. He might be my pick if I could pick anybody in the league. He knows he shouldn't be as good as he is. He knows he shouldn't have been he knew he shouldn't have been the Heisman. Like I just mean, like he deserved it that year. But I mean, like when you talk about him as a high school prospect and going into Oklahoma, he shouldn't have won the Heisman. He shouldn't have been a first overall pick. He shouldn't be an all-pro or Pro Bowler like he is now, but he is for a fucking reason.
Yeah. The best makeup of any quarterback in the league.
That's makeup. Thank you. That's not he has a moxie, but makeup. Yeah. If you're building the perfect quarterback, he might be my pick.
Yeah.
Makeup.
Cleveland fucked up, man. But
Shocker.
they had their quarterback, and it was this guy, and they were just. It felt like every year they were looking to just get rid. Like, we don't want this guy to be our guy. I'm like, how do you not?
Any reason to get rid of him? They were hoping.
How do you not want that? When there was rumor that the Patriots were interested in him before, like we knew we were going to be drafted, I was like, go fucking 2 years.
Yeah, they were 2 years, about
and he will be a legend in New England.
He was going to be the bridge instead of Brissett, but it was going to be like a real Kirk Cousins in Atlanta type of bridge with a
And when that was being talked about over here, I was like, go, please. I will gladly, even if we stink, I will gladly watch that guy every week.
Yeah,
because he plays his fucking ass off.
love that guy.
He's incredible. He's underappreciated.
By the way, the year between the Eagles Super Bowl appearances, he beat the fuck out of them in the playoffs.
Yeah,
The
he's
fuck out of them.
he's underappreciated, and he's got great weapons. Godwin stayed. Evans is just he doesn't age. 1,000 yards
One of the
every
most
damn
underrated
year.
receiver ever.
Agreed. Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall
This
of
is
Famer, Mike
before
Evans.
Brady was there too.
Yes, this guy he's never had a season where he didn't get 1,000 yards since he's been in the league. That's crazy.
I'd get on my fucking knees for 1,000-yard receiver in the week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Patriots haven't had 1,000-yard receiver since Brady left. So what the fuck? But yeah, I love everything about him. I love the leadership, the relentlessness. He's good. I love his cockiness too. Like it's just everything about
Mike
him.
Evans and Chris Godwin have that same attitude.
Yeah. Everything about Baker Mayfield. I love him. I didn't think I would love him as much as I do. But yeah, if I could put him higher, I would. But I just physically
love
can't.
To put him fucking one if I could.
I would love to put him like 6 on this list. But yeah, that's where I have him at 9 as well.
I was considering this was max. I was gonna put him at 8. It was gonna be over this guy who had an unbelievable rookie year. Came down to earth a little bit last year.
We're just on. Are we gonna have the same list, bro?
I think we really are. But CJ
I thought there'd
Stroud,
be at least some. Yeah, that's I have Stroud here too. He looked good in the playoff game against the Chiefs.
No, he didn't have a bad year last year. It's just he
was a sophomore slump though compared to what he did.
7 MVP candidate in his rookie year.
Yeah.
So he wasn't that last year, but he was still a top 10 performer.
Listen, when you set the bar, is like if Jaden Daniels has a good year this year, but doesn't,
it's not gonna be like if they go to the fucking Super Bowl.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I agree. This is where I have him as well.
He's what Justin Herbert should be.
Yeah. Yeah. And
he's
I
in the league 2. What's his year 5 for Herbert coming up?
I think it might even be 6. It's 5 or 6.
So this is my point. Stroud's 3rd year, so this is what he's been in the league half the time Herbert has. This is what Herbert wants to be, and this guy's already better than Herbert, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's everything Justin Herbert is, but better.
Yeah, I like CJ Stroud. I did think it was a little bit of a fallback last year.
But not like awful. Not bad by any means.
No, they made the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
They made the playoffs, and he lost, for like the
they
first half of the year.
Won the game, by the way, against the Chiefs.
For the first half of the year, he lost Nico Collins for multiple weeks in the middle of it.
Blown out in the
then
first
Tank Dell gone in the first quarter of that game against the Chiefs. And they almost
disgusting injury.
They almost won that game anyway.
Yeah,
he was really good in that playoff in Kansas City in those elements. That's a hard place to play, especially against that team. They lost, yes, but they were in that game the whole time. He impressed me in that. I have him as well here at 8. I think, yeah.
And I think they'll have Tank Dell back at some point in the season. Nico Collins is healthy. They brought in Nick Chubb, who's a nice compliment to Joe Mixon. They did treat Tunsil, which is a very questionable decision.
Yeah, I love Nick Chubb, but he might be. I mean,
but my point, if he as a 2, I have no problem with him as a 2.
Goal line guy. He's gonna get in the fucking
he's not gonna be 28 carries a game like he was in Cleveland 3 years ago. But that's a perfect team for him to go to.
Yeah,
where he doesn't need to be that guy. But
Nick Chubb, one of my all-time favorite non-Patriots.
Yeah,
that guy was a fuck. Oh my god,
he's just a
he
monster.
Would just run people over, run by people. I think he still has. In the modern era, I think he still has the biggest yards per carry average of any player in the history of the league.
Yeah, I think he has the most ever after contact, too. Yards after contact.
Ridiculous. So good. Anyway.
Number 7 is a guy that weirdly was very underrated going into the year. And then all of a sudden, he started to get his flowers. I think because he kept getting hurt, so people thought it was the end for him. But then I remember I was in Vegas during this, and so the game was on at 10 a.m. for me. Beautiful, by the way, love that. And this guy came into Foxborough and absolutely shit pumped our assholes wide open. Super Bowl champion. You talked about him earlier for a minute. Matthew Stafford at number 7. One of the all-time most arm talented guys. The term arm talent came from Matthew Stafford. The guy that can stand sideways at his own goal line and throw the ball through the other fucking goalpost. He can still do that, by the way. It's nice to see if there was a game today they're saying he could play. But there's no point of rushing him. There's no point. He doesn't need to touch the fucking field.
No.
It's that Tom Brady thing where he can show up week 1 and you're not worried about his performance at all. obviously he's not Tom Brady, but the same ilk of he doesn't need to even put on a helmet until game one of the regular season. Obviously now he's in an unbelievable situation. Well, he won a Super Bowl, Sean McVay, obviously. I love the swap out of Adams for Kupp personally, Devontae Adams. I think Kupp is very cooked, and I think he relied so much on his. We saw here, in a Julian Edelman type of guy, when you're cooked because he relies so much on his his agility, and his little quick cuts, and that's the first thing to go when you're a slot receiver. Kupp is not strictly a slot receiver like Edelman, but that's the first thing to go. I think he's going to be pretty bad in Seattle, unfortunately. Devontae Adams is still a top 10, 12 receiver in the league. If he can stay healthy, I think the Rams will be right there with 10 wins or so again, right back in the playoff mix, which we'll talk about next week. But unbelievable, all-time great top 12-ish quarterback ever.
I have Jalen Hurts here.
Okay.
Super Bowl champion. In both his Super Bowl appearances, had really, really great games.
Should be a two-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP.
Should be. Great leader. The thing about Jalen Hurts to me is he's good for that team. He fits well with that team. But if Jalen Hurts was on the New England Patriots, we're not making the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's that type of guy.
You have to be again, it's Drake May Glaze Fest, but you have to be like a special talent only, to get bad teams good.
Yes, and
he's
I don't think
much higher floor than Drake May, though.
Oh, of course. And look, he's a Super Bowl champion. Like, he's a great quarterback. But again, I'm absolutely not calling him a system quarterback, but he's the perfect quarterback for what the Eagles do. And that roster is fucking loaded.
It's like
loaded.
Kind of disgusting to look at.
Yes, and it's still loaded.
Yeah, didn't get any worse. Didn't get any
No.
worse.
I'm oddly enough wearing kind of Eagles colors today.
Eagles,
whatever. No, please, no. I would never want to be associated with those people. Not the team, but those people. Those fans are the worst fans. Philadelphia in general. Great city, fun city, nice people, and the fan base.
The non-sports fans are great people.
Yes, the worst.
Yeah.
But anyway. Look, at Jalen Hurts is great. Again, if you put him
we're nitpicking. We're top 7.
Yeah. If you put him in a different situation, I don't know if he's the same Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how I feel about it. And so, yeah, that's where I have him.
Sure. I have him at 6 for the same reason. So I'll just kind of get through that because we're already going kind of long here. But who cares?
I have Jaden Daniels at 6.
Okay.
I understand
get into him after you because I have him at 5.
All right. I understand it was 1 year. I get it. But the dude made the NFC Championship game on the road in year 1. Dynamic player. I know you're a big LSU guy, so you're going to have. Yes. Well, I mean, the Eagles are a different breed.
Yeah. I'm not holding that against them, but it was just they get fucking cooked.
Yeah. But I mean, look, that's about as good a rookie season for a quarterback that I've seen in a long time. Now, I do worry about long term. I do worry about his size. I think he needs to put on a smidge of weight. He's thin.
He's like 6'4".
He's thin. He's a little guy. He can take hits. He's a hard player. He's everything you want. He's who I very much enjoy. Drake May. This is the guy I wanted. Yeah. Thank you, Chad Ryland, for hitting a fucking meaningless kick in Denver week 16 3 years ago, you piece of shit, trying to win that game. Anyway, fucking guy missed like 14 kicks that year. He hits that one.
He's
59-yarder in the rain. Go fuck yourself.
He was like one of the most accurate kickers.
For the Cardinals last year.
Cardinals, yeah.
Ridiculous. Anyway, but either way, I love Jaden Daniels, but it's 1 year. But still, I mean, it was a pretty damn good year. He's 6. Yeah. I got him 6.
Yeah, I got him 5 for the exact same reasons. I'm an LSU fan, so I'm slightly biased, but I think everybody can attest to how great he was last year. Mm-hmm. Again, and we shout out to the Commanders because they did the right offseason moves. They brought in Dan Quinn, who's a stable, obviously he's defensive coach, but Cliff Kingsbury, unbelievable offensive coordinator, terrible head coach. I think he's like a Mike McDaniel, Kyle Shanahan. You just stay offensive coordinator, quarterbacks. You don't need to be doing the whole operation. Yeah, unbelievable player, Jaden Daniels. Would not have minded him at all. Can't draft him with the Patriots.
Yeah.
That's my number 5.
I got Matt Stafford at 5. Besides the 4 guys that we're going to discuss to see what order we
This
have
has
them
to
in.
be your top 4, whatever order.
Yes, besides those 4 guys, if you're asking me if I have one game to win, I'm picking him over everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why he's 5.
He might be number 3 on my list of purely taking who do you want to win today.
Okay, that's fair.
That list I would have Burrow or Mahomes, 1 and 2, and then
you
Stafford
probably have yeah. No, that's fair. And I think that's fair because I think there are questions about the other 2 that will be in our top 4 when it comes to winning big games. But again, this is just
because of the other 2 guys, by the way.
Yes.
They can't win the big game because of the other 2.
Correct. Yeah. But yeah, I think if you are excluding the top 4 guys, and I don't disagree with what you just said. If you are excluding the top 4 guys and you said, okay, everyone is available but these 4 guys,
number 1, definitely.
And you need to win one game, no question, I'm taking Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
No question.
I only have Hurts and Daniels over him, a little bit of projecting, and Stafford. I am worried about the injuries.
Yeah, of course. And he's older. He's one of the oldest quarterbacks in the league. He's in, which I get. But to me,
no, I agree.
I firmly believe that, and again, this is part of the reason why you play the whole season and why they got home field advantage and why it was their thing. If that snow would have came an hour later, the Rams are beating the Eagles in the playoffs last year. I believe that. They were outplaying them that whole first half. Stafford was being no mistakes, dog Stafford, and then a blizzard hit. And look, those are the elements. That's fine. And the Eagles took advantage, like that's their home court. Yeah, and they handled business, and it was fine. But I believe that if that snow would have been the next day or a couple hours later, I think the Rams leave Philly with that victory.
I don't think that's a crazy comment.
And I think it would be because of Matt Stafford. I think he is, that's I have him at 5 because I wouldn't want anybody else. In a game scenario, like he is not Tom Brady, but of all the quarterbacks in the league, he's if you have to win a game, he's that guy to me.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Have you said I'm in the Super Bowl tomorrow and my quarterback just got hurt, so I can sign any quarterback that's not playing? He would probably be. It'd be between like him, Burrow, and Mahomes, probably.
Yeah.
Yep. For me to pick, but he's definitely number 1 outside the top 4 in that scenario.
No question.
Number 4, we'll start with the big 4, I guess, here. I think this is probably your 4, if I had to guess. The Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson. He is my favorite player to watch in the entire NFL. I don't know how he can't be, unless I love pure quarterbacks. Fuck you. By the way, none of these 4 guys are pure quarterbacks. Oh, Burrow, I guess, would be, but the other 3 are not at all.
Yeah.
He is the ultimate video game player, obviously. Fuck everybody that says he's a running back and a quarterback spot. He can throw the
not anymore. He might have been right when he started. But...
Yeah, he was wrong when he got drafted. If he could throw the ball as well, now he's not the 32nd pick in the draft. Fuck you, Bill Belichick, for passing on.
I was gonna say, just draft him and have him there with Brady.
Pass on twice.
Just draft him and put him with Brady, dude. Are you kidding
me?
He
was shaking his fucking ass to come here too.
He wanted to come in. He wanted to come in. Bill would have ruined him.
Don't know why he loved. Oh yeah, he would have Matt Patricia making
absolutely
7 dropbacks.
Yeah,
fucking idiot. But he's improved so much. We talk about this in wrestling all the time. We see people like Nia Jax and Raquel Rodriguez improving match by match, Tiffany Stratton match by match. He has improved year by year as a passer. Like it's evident to watch if you watch him play. 2-time MVP. He could have very well won a 3rd. He's the favorite to win his 3rd this year. He's going to be a top 3 MVP candidate every year he's healthy, probably for the next 5, 6, 7 years. Unbelievable player. But this is if you're 4 here, it's because there's all-time greats ahead of you. Like it's nothing on him really.
Yeah.
But him and another guy on this list that obviously we both have, real quick, there's going to be a conversation if neither one win the big game this year. I'll just say that.
100%. I have him 4 as well. Most dynamic player in the league. Yeah, he's incredible. And I'm going to be honest with you, his first couple years, I was an anti-Lamar guy. And it wasn't just because I hate the Ravens. Like I was an anti-Lamar guy. I was like, he's just I wasn't one of those people that are assholes. I mean, he's a running back, but I was like, he's just a running quarterback, and you can't be just a running quarterback.
Anthony Richardson.
Yes, you just those guys that just are pure runners do not succeed. You'd have to have both. You have to have a threat at both. And the first 2.5, even the first couple seasons, to me. If you went down 14-0, you were winning that game because he could not throw back. He could not throw the ball well enough to get the Ravens back in the game. And like you said, year after year after year, he has gotten better and better and better as a pocket passer. and now he is he's a top 4 or 5 guy passing the football now, on top of being without question the best running quarterback of maybe of all time.
No,
Maybe
yeah,
Vic might be one.
he's more dynamic than Michael Vick, I think.
Yeah. So this guy is unbelievable. He is at 4 for me strictly because he can't win the fucking big game.
And that's
and he needs to. And
that's
like
why
you
I
said,
have
there's another
number
guy
3.
on this. Well, this is where we're going to differ because
That's fine.
yeah, but so you have because there are 2 guys,
the reigning MVP of the league.
Correct. There are 2 guys that have been good for a long time, and they feel like they get better and better every year, and their teams are good. They just can't even make it to the big game. And I get it. These are all 4 of these guys are in one conference, which is a problem, because that is. And that's don't get me wrong. When we talk about the Drake Mays and we talk about guys like that and our team, we got to get through potentially 3 of these guys to get to the Super Bowl.
Well, one's in our division as well, so
fucking nuts.
Number 3 is where I have the other guy that can't win the big game. And it is because of our 1 and 2. Well, my 1 and 2 that these 2 cannot win the big game. They can't get past these guys. Lamar and Josh can't get past Burrow. And then Allen, if he does get past Burrow, he can't get past Mahomes. So that's the problem. Really not the same thing style wise that I said about Lamar, but the same concept of he gets better every year. He was kind of like the meathead, brain dead like type of quarterback. He just had a cannon and was so athletic, would just throw pick after, like Drake May kind of in his rookie. He just tossed the ball to the other team because his team sucked. He knew he had no receivers, so he just did whatever the fuck he wanted and started throwing the ball everywhere, trying to be Superman. And then he is toned down on that year. He still does have he'll never not have that in his game. He just has it much less. Which is what I try to tell you again about May, is like he will always have that in his game. It's just, can he do it 5 times a year instead of 5 times a game? And Allen has finally found that last year, obviously. Won the MVP, funnily enough, and probably the worst season of his career when it comes to talent around him. Because he was able to elevate those guys around him, like the Khalil Shakirs, Matt Collins, funnily enough, Patriots now. Dalton Kincaid, the other tight end, Dawson Knox. James Cook led the NFL in rushing yards, touchdowns.
Yep.
But I just can't put him ahead of those other guys because they are obviously very elite as well, and they have beaten him time after time in the big moments.
That's fair. I have Joe Burrow here.
Okay.
Joe Burrow, to me, he's tremendous. You could make an argument to me that he is the best quarterback in the league, pure quarterback in the league. I would probably agree with you. He's
I will make
unreal.
that argument in a minute, actually.
Yeah, and I think you'll be wrong. But he is incredible. He's very good. Made it to the Super Bowl with the fucking Cincinnati Bengals, guys.
The most handsome quarterback, I would say, on this.
That I will not. I will not. Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen's not a bad looker.
No, but Joe Burrow's different.
He's got the hair.
The little curl and stuff.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I do like how he shows up every year looking ridiculous. Like he had the Eminem haircut last year.
He does the Jimmy Butler training camp thing.
Yes.
Where Jimmy Butler does the fake box braid dreadlocks. He does the gothic hair. Joe Burrow does the.
I appreciate that. I love everything about Joe Burrow. To me, he's and again, this is not a comparison. He is the closest thing to Tom Brady that I've seen in the pocket since Tom Brady. That's I get Tom Brady vibes.
He's the definition
when it comes to Joe.
Winner.
Yeah, he is the definition of winner. Won in college. He's in the Bengals, but he made it to a Super Bowl. He's very good. Had arguably his best year last year. They brought all his boys back. He's got Higgins. He's got Chase. He's very, very good. I just think there's an element to the guy that you had at number 3 that I have at number 2 that Joe Burrow does not have. I have Josh Allen at number 2. I think Josh Allen and the way he can run and add element in the game, and he runs through people because he's a massive son of a bitch. Yeah, he's just fucking huge. Again, the not winning worries me, but he has the same amount of Super Bowl wins as Joe Burrow does.
Never got there.
Correct. Yeah,
Burrow went through him and Mahomes.
I get it. But also to me, I feel like Allen has more consistently, because Burrow has had injury issues where he hasn't finished a couple seasons, which is a concern to me. No, His rookie year, he didn't finish.
Yeah, that was it. He finished the other season.
But he was gone for most. Like, he was not. He had 2 seasons that were kind of thrown away.
Well, one was completely thrown away.
Yes. And to me, and again, not his fault. His offensive line got him murdered.
Oh,
like, it's not his fault. But injuries are a concern. And when you're a pocket passer, I think you are more opened up to injuries because you don't have that element to maybe get the hell out of there and get away from one sometimes. Yeah, I thought the year that Allen had last year elevated him to a different level. He would be number 1 on my list if that question of winning wasn't there from a talent perspective. But again, we're nitpicking at this point.
Yeah.
These are 4. We're nitpicking at any of it, but I just have Burrow at 3 and Allen at 2.
Okay, I'm not gonna be mad at Mahomes 1 just because he's Mahomes, but
he's the best quarterback.
I just don't see it conceivable how anybody could have Josh Allen ahead of Joe Burrow.
I just think, all right. I just think from a talent, I don't know. He's
Josh
the reigning
Allen's
MVP.
But his MVP season would be Joe Burrow's 4th best season in the NFL.
From just passing wise? What about, you're just talking from
he
passing
has more
statistics.
Passing touchdowns in all 3 of those seasons than Allen has total touchdowns.
I get it.
So what metric are you using that he's better than Joe Burrow, out of curiosity?
I mean,
I'm just asking. I'm just having a conversation.
I think he's again, metric, I think he can run the football and create more plays than Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is great, but I also think Joe Burrow's been in the league with the best wide receiver in the league and another top 5 to 8 guy next to him, where Josh Allen did what he did last year. Yeah, I thought Higgins is unreal, dude. Top 10?
He can't play more than 5 games a season.
T. Higgins was the number 1 target I wanted the Patriots to get if he was available.
Okay, but that's because we have.
To me, T. Higgins is a top 10 guy. It's a top 10
That is genuinely maybe the craziest thing that's ever.
Are you serious?
T. Higgins. He doesn't play more than 10 games a season. His most receiving yards in a season is 1,029, and that's a top 5 receiver in the league.
I mean,
that's insane. That's a crazy. I don't think he's top 20 in the league.
Top 10. No, top 5 is much, but top 10.
And Joe Burrow made the Super Bowl with a rookie Jamar Chase, and I think his second receiver was.
Listen, this is the LSU in you, bro. That's all.
What was that? He made the Super Bowl with nobody on his team.
I agree. Again, I just think Josh Allen is a more all-around talented player.
He's so much worse of a passer than Joe Burrow. I don't care about the running.
Okay, but I disagree. I think he is a lesser passer than Joe Burrow for sure, but I think the running equalizes that a little bit more.
I don't think so.
That's just all right.
I just don't understand what he does. I don't. Okay, he turns the ball over too much still, but anyway, he's all right, I guess. I've just never.
He is actually very good. He's the reigning MVP of the league.
Again, but that would be Joe Burrow's 4th best season, and he's an MVP. Well, Joe Burrow's never won MVP, so that makes no sense.
I don't disagree with you, but if that was his 4th best season, then Joe Burrow should have won the MVP last year. But why didn't he?
Okay, well, what is that? So now we're talking about voting, so that matters.
No, but I'm just saying, but you're using that as the argument against Allen.
I don't care about voting. Like, the fucking idiots vote on this award.
Well, I know,
see the MLB Hall of Fame?
Well, that's different. Please. That's a whole different.
Well, I just mean, like, that doesn't mean anything to me. Awards are kind of empty to me a little bit. Not completely, but a little bit.
I think you can make an argument that Josh Allen is the best player in the league.
I don't think you can. I don't think there's a conceivable conversation that he's better than Mahomes or Burrow.
Well, I don't think he's better than Mahomes, clearly.
I don't mean you. I just mean anybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have Mahomes too. You have him 1. So what do you want on Mahomes? Why do you have him 1?
He's the winner. Best winner in the league. Mm-hmm. I think people, and again, they got blown out, and it was ugly, and I loved every second of it.
I don't put that on him, really.
But honestly, I feel like people are like ranking him lower this year because they lost in the Super Bowl.
Like, what are we doing?
And I'm sitting here going, he still made it. Like, he's one of 2 dudes who made it to the Super. This is the same argument when people
the Joe Montana Tom Brady
Joe
thing?
Montana was better than Tom Brady.
Oh my fucking God.
He didn't lose any. So he went to 10.
Yeah, he didn't fucking. So we're now praising Joe Montana for losing earlier than Tom Brady 6 times.
Like, it's like, so you're punishing Brady for
Yes.
going to more Super Bowl? How does that make sense?
It's just I think.
Well, Montana
MJ,
didn't lose a Super Bowl. Correct. And Montana's an all-time great. He
Yeah.
won 4. Tom Brady went to more than double of that.
I'm an MJ over LeBron person, but it is
I
the
am as
same
well.
argument of people being like, "Oh, LeBron's 3-6 or whatever in the finals. MJ's 6." Well, so now we're punishing LeBron for making 9 or 10.
That's what I'm saying.
finals.
Like, that
what the
is
fuck does that mean?
absurd.
So
How are you
you are now getting praised for losing earlier.
Yeah. How are you punishing Patrick
So much
Mahomes and
So-
not considering him a top 2, somewhere in this top 4? Some people, idiots.
I don't know. You
But
can't have
how
him
he's
below
not a top 2 guy
2 is
in
crazy.
almost
Yeah, lower than 2 is
every
crazy.
list because he lost in the Super Bowl? That makes no sense.
I think their logic is he lost in the Super Bowl and it looked ugly, and then also, his
Kelsey's
stats,
older.
His
He
stats
had
are not going to be how they were 4 or 5 years ago when he had a prime Kelsey, prime Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
But like, okay, what
do you expect?
Tom Brady had some okay stat years and then won the Super Bowl. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Like, again, like, to me, yeah. You know how I just said if I didn't have any of the 4 guys and I had to win one game, I'd pick Stafford. I know you're going to disagree because you clearly have overall number 1. That's fine.
No, it's
but
not.
if you're asking
We're
me,
just talking about winning Super Bowl
you
today.
have a Super Bowl to win.
Yeah.
Who do
I
you
have
want
Mahomes
starting?
one.
It's Mahomes.
I have
So
Mahomes
he's number 1. He's
I have
number 1
Mahomes
then.
1 and then Stafford or Burrow 2 and then the other one 3.
Yeah. So to me, if that's your answer, I don't know how he's not number 1.
I have him too just because I think I do have to take.
You love Joe Burrow.
No, well, what if neither one
And
made
again,
the Super Bowl?
we
Then
are all nitpicking. We are all nitpicking.
Yeah. No,
it's a very small thing.
Yes.
You
It's
know?
not like, oh, I have Burrow.
I don't think.
So Josh
I
Allen's
don't think
dog
that
shit.
Josh
Like,
Allen is
no.
up here and Joe Burrow. Like
Right,
we're talking
right.
here, man. You know.
They're either here or here. Like
Yes.
But no, I have Burrow 1 over Mahomes only because I have to take into consideration. I don't care who makes a Super. Like, this is not who makes a Super Bowl to me. It's Mahomes has, even though statistically, if he was at a 9.5 out of 10, he is at like a 9 now. He has gone down a little bit. You can't disagree with that. And it might be because he doesn't have 2 of the best weapons ever, but whatever reason it is, he has. And guess what? Burrow's younger, and he does have the best weapon or second best weapon in the league at his disposal. And I don't think Higgins is top 5 or 10, but he's no worse than like 15th or 20th. You know?
Yeah, he's a top guy. He would be a number 1 on a lot of teams.
He might be the number 1 too. The number 1, number 2 on any team.
Yeah.
And I think
he would be the number 1 on half the league. Higgins.
I would say at minimum 10 or 11 to 20.
I was going to say at least a dozen teams.
Yeah,
he would. If he walked into New England right now.
Oh my God.
He's the number 1 guy.
He's the number 1 and 2 guys. Like,
well, I like Diggs. I think Diggs is gonna.
Like, if you're talking about last year's Patriots team, he's like number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. So, but I'm sure if we did it and we went team by team and we just said he would be the number 1 guy on approaching dozen to half the league. He would be.
Yep. I have Burrow 1 over Mahomes. It's just for that reason. Like, I think you said because Mahomes is number 1 of the who do you want to start a Super Bowl conversation, he's number 1 for you. I have to take into account there is 20 other games before you get to the Super Bowl, 21 other games. So in those games, I want Burrow just because he's shown the consistency in the regular season over the last 2 years. Mahomes has had not great regular seasons the last year or two, which doesn't matter to me in the grand scheme of things because the Chiefs are a lighter version of
Weren't
the
they
Prime
15-2 last year?
Yeah, well, that's my point. They're a lighter version of the Prime Patriots where they're like, wake me up in January. We don't give a fuck about what happens until then. They're not quite where we could literally go to sleep until January. We didn't give a fuck about anything else. The Chiefs have a little bit more to worry about, but not much more. They're like, wake me up in like Christmas, like a week or 2 before December, wake me up. But just Burrow's been better than Mahomes in the last 2 regular seasons, and that is what I'm basing this off of. When we get to the playoffs, maybe we can re-rank the playoff quarterbacks, which we probably will. Because there's a week to kill in between. But that's the only reason Burrow's here, Mahomes is here, Jackson's there, Allen's there. Like,
it's all.
We're not talking about Burrow and fucking Lamar.
No.
Yeah. I do think you're crazy if you have Mahomes worse than 2. I think that's kind of crazy.
It's nutty to me.
I don't know. And again, if this was a who do you want on your team, I don't know how he's not 1. It's just who do I think is going to be the best, when it comes to consistency, statistics, everything into 1. For the regular season, I have Burrow 1. But if it's the Patriots make the Super Bowl today and Drake May's hurt, I can sign any other quarterback. I'm fucking signing Patrick Mahomes. I'm
Yeah,
not
I don't.
thinking
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. So that's our list. There was a good chunk of that we had the same.
We had the same 13 through 8, I believe.
Yeah, we went right down the list, and then it kind of broke away a little bit in the.
But again, it was the
rest.
same top 4. There's just different order.
And I don't know how anybody can't have the same top 4.
And I don't. Lamar's my favorite. I don't know how you have him higher than the other 3.
Yeah. I mean,
I know there are some people that have Burrow as the best quarterback. I'm not the only person there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's an LSU bias, but I mean, it's not like a crazy take to have him.
No, of course not. No.
But I don't know how you don't have Allen, Mahomes, and Burrow. And in my thought is, I think Burrow was better than Allen. So, but I also know I can't have Mahomes worse than 2 in my head. So I have to have Allen 3, if that makes sense.
It's fair.
So
yeah, I just look at it. I kind of looked at it as if I had a blank slate and I was picking the quarterback
you're doing a fantasy draft in Madden.
Yeah,
and you're drafting number 1.
Well, yeah,
well, like in Madden, but I mean,
yeah. If it was like, hey, the Patriots need a quarterback and they can pick any quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I'm taking Mahomes. But I think that's different. I took it a little bit differently.
Yeah, and that's fair. But yeah. But again, I think our top 4 are the top 4. I think they're the consensus top 4. I don't know how they cannot be.
I've seen not ESPN lists, but people on ESPN and Fox, they have Mahomes like 6 and shit. Like, are you fucking out of your
Makes no
mind?
What are you doing?
And then people will say they have Burrow like 5 or something, and like Allen's a fluke. He had a great year, but he'll go back to 7 or 8. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking? Lamar still can't throw. He's 6. I was like, is everything okay with you guys? Like, what is going on? And you guys get paid to do this. Like,
yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they get paid a good amount, some of them.
Yes.
Not great.
But to be fair, if they paid me that, Mahomes is not even top 10 if they want me to say that. I'm fine with that as well, by the way.
Wow. You would sell out like that?
If Tony Khan hits you a check right now, says never watch WWE again for $40 million, you take it?
Listen, I don't want to say it on these airwaves, but that might be happening regardless, the way they're going.
You know my point, though.
Yeah.
But guess what? I don't care. And if Triple H came out, you said you can't watch AEW for $50 million. You're saying fuck you, Tony Khan. See you later.
Yeah, that would be dirty money, though.
You'd take it.
Yes, and then I would just move, and just.
Or you just say, Tony Khan, I'll give you $40 million to change the name of AEW, and then I can watch this.
Yeah. I would just go to Tony Khan and be like, they offered me 50, give me 51.
Give me 50 million and give me 49. I'll take $1 million less.
Give me 51. All you gotta do is give me 51. But yeah, no. But all right. I mean, that took up.
I don't think there was anything egregious on the list. What do you think?
No, I thought our lists were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did pretty well. I thought we had some disagreements clearly at some sections, but I thought overall we kind of had a very similar list for the most part.
You know when we won't have a similar list? When we predict the AFC and NFC divisions next week.
Probably.
I have the New England Patriots doing some things, JPJ.
I'm sure you do. You know. I know. I'm sure you do.
I won't give it away, but I have us beating one of those top 4 quarterbacks in the playoffs.
I don't even have us making the playoffs.
I think that is crazier than what I said.
It is not. It is not. We have no offensive line and barely.
Let's not say that yet.
Okay.
We don't know. If you're not going to say we don't know certain things, we don't know that either.
Okay. Well,
you can't take practice that serious. That's what you tell me.
I can. Yeah.
No. You said I can't do it. So
let me tell you,
you can't.
I don't trust a lot of the Boston media, but there are a few people I trust.
Oh, I'm not saying they're bullshit.
Greg Bedard.
Some people
Phil Perry.
No, fuck Phil Perry. No, I don't trust Phil Perry anymore after this bullshit you just did about Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, but he's on the inside. He knows.
But he's being a bitch. Fuck Phil Perry.
Well, he's trying to get his whatever, but like Phil Perry knows.
Stephon Diggs is a diva because he made a joke on a public interview.
And I get it.
I don't know if I'm going to be.
I don't think that's coming from Phil Perry. I think Phil Perry knows someone on the inside that feels that way, and he's doing that.
He said that about Diggs' interview.
I know.
So that's just him being an idiot. We all watched the fucking interview.
I don't even know. With Rossini, right?
Yeah, because she said all the reports, and you look great out here. So we're all expecting you to be the normal Stephon Diggs for week 1, and he did it with a smile and was like, I don't know. We just got to take it day by day. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But she said, "Oh, so you're being sarcastic?" And he goes, "I don't know." Yeah. So and then that's him. That's Phil Perry saying he's acting like a diva and acting like this elite receiver, and he's not good at it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Phil Perry? But no, if you're not going to give me the benefit of the doubt with Drake May and everything else in practice, you're not allowed to talk about Will Campbell and Jared Wilson and Morgan.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I said that Drake May has been the standout here. That's a good thing.
No, but no, you're not allowed to say anything about Will Campbell. Will Campbell's one
well,
of the
first
best
of all, I didn't say Will Campbell. I said the offensive line. I'm speaking as a whole here. Still not good.
I'm
and
not
the receiver room right now as a whole, still not that great.
Well, Efton Chisholm might be the best receiver in the NFL.
He might not even make the team. That's what they talk about on a daily basis. I don't know.
He's on. Did you see that? Oh, have you seen today's practice report? Because it kind of wrapped up as we go. That guy, he might go from being he might be the number one receiver on the team after what happened today. That guy's unbelievable.
We'll see. But all right. Well, that list took up a good amount of time, so I think we'll probably there's more preseason games happening this weekend. Next week when we're here, the Patriots are tomorrow afternoon against Minnesota, but there's preseason games all over the weekend through Monday and stuff like that. So next Saturday, we'll kind of, talk about the preseason games, and we'll be picking our division winners and things of that nature. So we'll be diving into that. We'll be talking some baseball, other sports as well, because obviously today was a longer episode with us going through our lists and things of that nature.
When we record next episode, it'll be the day you guys start a 4-game set with the New York Yankees. Oh, the second game, I guess, because game 1 will be on Thursday. But
yeah,
you'll be in the midst of a 4-game set with the Yankees.
So I'll be in rare form.
Boy, do they fucking suck! I love
them. They're brutal,
trash.
And
Judge is back, so they can't say shit.
No.
Yeah, so we'll be doing our division winners and who will make the playoffs and stuff like that next week.
The
New England Patriots, welcome back to the playoffs after a 3-year hiatus. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, maybe. I'm rooting for it.
Real quick, ESPN did a thing. They released it while Mike Reese while we were recording, or right before we recorded. They did a floor and ceiling for every team, and Mike Reese to the Patriots. Do you want to guess what his floor record was?
Floor record?
Yep, and then they did a ceiling. So the floor record, ceiling record. What do you think? What do you think you put it as?
Floor record, I would say 6-11.
What do you have it as?
Like if they had the worst case scenario?
Yep. Other than no one gets hurt though. It's just everybody sucks or whatever. Like floor.
5-12.
Because Drake May, Stephon Diggs, and Will Campbell all got hurt that one game. That's not that. But everybody's healthy.
I would say the floor would be 5-12.
And what's the ceiling? Take the schedule into account. You can't.
I am.
I'm just saying though, anybody, no matter how high or low you have the Patriots offseason, that is a high school schedule.
Yeah, I get it. Again, but we also don't know. There's also teams that every year there's a few teams that we think are going to suck, but they're good.
They did that last year.
Yeah. I would say a ceiling for me. A ceiling.
This is if everything goes perfectly.
11-6.
Okay. His was 6-11, 11-6.
6-11, I could buy into as the floor, but I just think
I have the ceiling as 12-5.
I mean,
it's just it's 1 game difference. How are you gonna say that's crazy?
Yeah, because
we are favored in 12 games this season.
Yeah, okay. Would you be shocked if we lost week 1 to the Raiders?
Yes.
And Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. And
so
I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't at all.
I would absolutely be.
Yeah,
I would be stunned if we had a losing record. I would be floored if we had a losing record,
brother.
Again, Drake May could blow his ACL at week 1.
This is going to be quite the season to be doing this show with you.
But that doesn't 9-8.
I think there's a good chance we win 7 or 8 games, and I
think there's 0% chance.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, again, injuries aside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to see this play out is going to be quite the season, because I think the chances of me being right are way higher than you being right. I think there's chances for both. I do. But I am interested to see how you react as this season goes on this show when the Patriots are 3-6 and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, yeah, remember we can't block at all.
I still think. All right, real quick, we
can't catch the football at all.
What is your who are you that concerned about on the offensive line? Since you just said you didn't name Will Campbell, so who are you naming then? Let's name some.
Bradbury blows. The rookie that not Will Campbell, but the other rookie that everybody loves. They don't love him anymore.
Yes, they do. He got hurt.
Yeah, but they don't love. But they don't. They're not talking about him anymore. Onwenu is sucked. Morgan Moses isn't even playing.
Well, I think that's on purpose. That one I will say. I think because Diggs doesn't play every practice either. I do think that's.
I get it. Look all I know is, and again, it was against a good defense in Minnesota. But all I know is yesterday Drake May got sacked 7 times.
Well,
And
just so everybody knows, they can't.
7 times.
It's would be sacks.
Yeah, would be.
But like,
so he still had a decent day. He was like 8 for 12 or something. Like he was still at a 7
they do
sacks.
The CLNS guys, Alex Barth and Lazar, whoever.
I do like Barth.
Did you see they do like a posting at practice? They're still there, and then they do like a little 30-minute show. He said, "Well, when Drake May was standing up, he was very good."
Yes. Listen, that is a concern. Do I think they can become a unit that gets better as the season goes on? For sure. But I don't think
the upside is 1,000 times better than last year.
I don't think we're walking on again, we're walking on the field with a bottom third offensive line in the league still.
I don't know if that's accurate. I don't.
We are.
If Will Campbell
is it the worst in the league? Is it the worst in the league like it was last year? Absolutely not. But are you going to tell me it's above 20th? Because it isn't.
It looks like the 95 Cowboys compared to last year.
But okay, compared to last year was the worst in the league.
The good thing is, JPJ, we are 3 weeks and 2 days away from getting an answer because we play against Max Crosby week 1.
Yes. So. Your boy is going to have it,
So I would love the episode after that. We get a
I hope he fucking does.
Max Crosby has a goose egg in the sack.
First of all, I don't need to apologize. I've never spoken bad about Will Campbell.
You will. Yeah, there will be an apology on there.
I have never spoken bad about Will Campbell at all.
I am so sure of Will Campbell more than Drake May, more than anything else on this team.
All right.
I think at the end of the season, not 2 days after the first game, he will be a top 5 left tackle in the NFL at the end of the season.
Okay.
Bona fide by everybody.
That is crazy.
He has the best mentality in the sport of any position.
Maybe.
He's crying on stage saying, "I will die for Drake May." He never met him.
Yeah, I get it.
That guy he started at LSU at 17 years old. You can't put that, I can't drive that home enough. I know it's not the NFL, but a 17-year-old at LSU is like a rookie in the NFL. A 17-year-old against Georgia and Alabama is the same skill gap as a rookie in the NFL against Max Crosby.
Okay.
He's a monster, man. I'm telling you, he'll get.
I hope so.
And guess what? Even if he sucks week 1, do you ever feel like if you suck one day, it might be better for you?
Yeah, he's gonna get helmet, and he's gonna need to get. He's gonna need to get humbled.
3 sacks, and then Will Campbell becomes awesome after that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think there's a chance of that, but I don't know if he even needs that. Is my point. I think he already has that going.
All right, man.
I'll just say I am more sure about Will Campbell than I am Drake May, and you know how much I like Drake May.
Yeah,
that's how sure I am about Will Campbell.
All right,
love that guy.
Listen, man.
Did you want him for?
With what was out there, yeah.
You still would have drafted him? Would you not? Would you drafted a different tackle?
Maybe the kid from Texas, Banks.
Tell me, Banks. I liked him. The Saints haven't played right tackle, though, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I liked Banks, but again, I thought we needed 2 tackles. But for where we were in the draft, and it was kind of a subpar draft.
Yes,
I felt like it was the right pick to make. Now, obviously, leading up to it, if an Abdul Carter or a Travis Hunter dropped the 4,
you take Abdul Carter over Will Campbell?
Oh yeah, he would have been my number 1 overall pick.
I don't, and again, you can say I don't. Will Campbell could have went to fucking South Dakota.
I think the left tackle was more of a need. That's for sure.
I just think I love our defensive line. I don't know what he brings to the
I mean, he brings 15 sacks. I mean,
so now Abdul Carter is doing 15 sacks. Will Campbell can't be a Pro Bowler. Come on, JPJ. Come on.
I'm not saying he can't be a Pro Bowler.
You're very contradictory.
No. I'm. First of all, you act like I have never said a bad word. I'm just saying there is.
So now Abdul Carter's having 15 sacks.
Probably, yeah. He seems like that type of guy.
I would bet you $5,000 he does not have 15 sacks this season.
That's okay. Do you think he gets to double digits?
No.
Really?
He had like a half a good year at Penn State.
He was really good last year.
He's one of those athletic guys, though, more than like stats and ability. That's what he got drafted off of, because how much of a freak he is.
Okay. Those guys usually work out in the league.
Not right away. They don't. They like Trayvon Walker with the Jaguars was complete dog shit his first 2 years in the league, and last year he was very good.
All right,
he was the first overall pick 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well, again, that was another weak draft. Like I thought last year's draft was weak.
No, Abdul Carter.
I mean, there's not good players in it, but the draft itself was weak. But
I don't see any scenario where Will Campbell's not a great NFL. I really don't see that scenario in any way.
Right. There are a lot of people that would argue with you. I'm not one of them.
No, I think people would. I don't think anybody would ever say he won't be a Pro Bowl left guard.
Oh,
I
well,
think there's people
that's
saying he
different.
won't be a
That's
great
different.
tackle. I don't think
Yes.
anybody says he will just be ass. I don't see one person saying that.
Yeah, I think no. The discussion around here is
Yeah.
that he's not. There's a chance
You don't draft a left guard fourth overall.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. But at the end of the day, listen. If you're
But
telling
Nelson was
me,
fifth overall,
I was gonna say, if Will Campbell ends up being a good to great left tackle, that's an ideal scenario. That's an ideal scenario. If you're going to tell me that he turns into Logan Mankins, I'm not upset about that at all.
What if I told you right now he's gonna be moved to left guard next season, but he's Quentin Nelson? Are you okay with the pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need offensive line help everywhere.
Like literally everywhere.
We don't have one guy that I'm like, yeah, all right, we can at least build off that.
You know what's so weird? I feel amazing about Will Campbell and Jared Wilson, but maybe not necessarily at the position they're playing.
Yeah.
Like Jared Wilson is amazing, but it's just, is he going to be a guard or where is he better? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, and then Will Campbell, like he's going to be well, no one knows, but he's going to be amazing. But is he?
It sounds like you do.
Guard?
Sounds like you do the way you talk.
Well, you know what I mean, though. You don't know for sure. I'm 99% sure. I'm not 100.
Yeah.
But he's going to be very good. It's just, is it going to be a tackle or guard? Wilson, he's going to be great. Is he going to be a guard or center? And so we have two good building blocks. It's just where do they fit in?
Yeah.
And then
we'll see.
I think on when will be good because he can finally only play guard now. He doesn't have to worry about bouncing outside everywhere. That does fuck with you. You don't even know where you're going to play this week.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll see. We'll see. All right, but on that note, we got to get out of here. Almost 2 hours today. Good Lord.
We have division picks next week.
Yep. But before we do get out of here, CJ, why don't you let the people know what else we got coming up over the weekend and next week here on the Hive?
Of course, we have the Substack. Bryn, Peggy, Josh is on there. A new addition, Michael, will be doing some big promotion stuff like non-AEW, WWE, TNA. A lot of CMLL, AAA, New Japan, other Japanese promotions, other independent stuff on the Substack. JPJ streams every single day on his channel. He'll tell you about that in a second. Josh streams 4, 5, 6 times a week, playing classic wrestling games. He's been playing Lego Star Wars?
Lego Star Wars he's been diving into this past
some
week or
non-wrestling games. If you want more of a sports games, you got Ryan, Stu jumping in that, the Hive FIFA series, or FC series, I guess they're called now. He has brought us from Division 4 to Division 1 Premier League.
That's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. He's going for the Champions League and Premier League in that. Of course, we have the Buzz every single day with Jamie, about a 5-6 minute clip, and then the full episode dropping today, Friday, here in the States and Australia, just a little bit earlier for us in America and Canada, stuff like that. We have the watch-alongs announced for the next couple of pay-per-views /PLEs. JPJ and Peggy will be doing AEW Forbidden Door with New Japan. Yeah. Me and JPJ will be doing. We got the Swarm Takeover, 3 episodes basically. That we get our 2 episodes, 1 wrestling, 1 sports. And then the following day, after you watch the sports episode, we're going to be locking in for Clash in Paris, JPJ. Huge 4-man world title match. We'll be headlining that. John Cena will be on the card as well. Yep. And then also we have Peggy doing something very cool next week that has been announced. As you're watching this, is it Tuesday or Monday? It's either Monday or Tuesday. You can go to the Hive_media, figure that when that's going on. But Peggy will be doing a live co-stream.
Yes, very cool.
The what's the actual name of it? It's where they introduce like all the games, trailers, and stuff like that.
I have it. Hold on. Pardon.
But real quick, if you don't know what a co-stream is, it means like, so you see me and JBJ's face cam. It'll be like in the bottom corner. The main screen will be the live stream of the program. So you can watch it as Peggy is reacting to the new games trailers. Call of Duty will be on there, I believe. There's a big trailer for Call of Duty coming on there.
Yep.
For the new Call of Duty game later this year.
Where the hell is it?
But she will be co-streaming that.
Oh, it's Gamescom.
Oh, Gamescom. Yeah.
Opening night live.
Yep, opening night. So
yeah.
Do not fucking dare watch the Twitch stream of Gamescom. You come to the Hive_media.
It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesday.
Tuesday in the States at 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you're planning on watching it.
Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, Resident Evil, Requiem, and more.
There you go.
So
you do not go to the Gamescom stream. You watch it here. You can watch it live on the screen. You don't just watch Peggy's reactions. You watch the show with Peggy's reactions. You can react live as well. The new Call of Duty trailer, new Resident Evil trailer. I'm sure there's always surprise trailers.
There's going to be a bunch, yeah.
It'll probably last about 40 hours knowing those things. But who doesn't love a new video game, JPJ?
I mean,
who doesn't?
Yeah, please. I do. I know I do.
Yeah, there you go. Madden just came out. College football just came out last month. Great times. FIFA, 2K, all coming out soon. But yeah, so that's what we got going on here at the Hive.
All right. Yeah. Where can they find you, my man, and all your other work that you do outside of the Hive?
CJF Rights. If you want to see me talk shit about other NFL teams.
Yeah. That's close. That's close enough. That's close. That's close enough. That's close enough.
But yeah, on there, pretty much promote the Hive stuff at this point in my own articles about random ass NFL teams. Fuck all of them, really.
Yeah. Listen, I feel the same. You can follow me, JPJ Loves Gaming, on all social media platforms. For obviously, we have the Swarm here twice a week. We do a wrestling show and a sports show. If you're looking for other wrestling content on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time, me and Pluggo, who is going to be coming out with some college football videos.
We already had an argument about Brian Kelly at 5 a.m.
I saw that. I looked at my break and I'm like, it is 5:30 in the morning. How the hell are they arguing?
I had a nice grok image of Brian Kelly holding the national championship trophy because I unfortunately think that might be the only way I ever see him holding it, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yes, so Pluggo will kind of be on the Hive airwaves soon. He's going to be doing some college football videos and picks and fun stuff there. But you can catch us talking pro wrestling every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Love Wrestling. You can also catch me every Wednesday night after AEW Dynamite on bodyslam.net. Me and Jose Gonzalez, Jose on the air. We do Dynamite up over there. So that's where you can catch me for some more wrestling content outside of the Hive. But if you just follow me at JPJ Loves Gaming, you'll see all me sharing all my stuff and all the stuff that goes on there. So,
and every Monday he's on a watch along with Josh as well.
Oh well, yeah, of course. Every Monday, I know you. You had mentioned them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm just messing
but every Monday, obviously during Monday Night Raw, the ones that are going to be
that's true, coming up.
The next couple of weeks, we're probably not going to be doing just because it's work. Over here and the times are different. But when Raw is on at normal time, no matter where you are, Josh and I are here on the Hive doing a watch along. So come hang out with us on Mondays. It's always a good time. But yeah, that's where you can follow us, follow everything else we're doing. Appreciate you all for tuning into this long one. Hope you enjoyed our lists. Leave a comment below and yell at us and tell us how terrible we are with our lists so I can fight you online, please.
We will, hey, by the way, we will call you out live on air and talk shit about you.
I will. So leave a comment. Let me know how bad our lists were, and then we will fight you at some point. But yeah, until next week, enjoy the weekend. Everybody have fun. Do good things. Be safe. Be happy. And we'll see you later. Peace out.